Hi everyone, it's Mandy Beardmore, and I recently did my first Pride booth, well, my first art booth in general, and it went very well, if I do say so myself. And today I'm gonna help you learn some tips on what to know for your first art booth. Some things that I wish I would have known that would have been helpful, so you don't have to go through stuff I went through. And you can know the stuff that I found helpful. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first step is research. And if you're watching this video, you're already there. So you're watching YouTube videos is just one part of it. You also want to go on Pinterest and search other people's booths to get that inspiration flowing, and also check out your other favorite artists and see what their booths look like. Here are some of my outdoor versus indoor, which is both tricky but in its own way. Whereas if you're an indoor event, you probably want an 8x8 tent. And if you're on an outdoor event, you want a 10x10 tent or 8x8. It really depends on your space. And it's very important to look up your space before you're going, so you don't have to last minute buy a tent, because I was going to borrow my sister's 12x12. And then my sister was like, I feel like it might be too big. And then I realized I was missing the size and I had to last minute buy a tent. And that was really stressful because I like to prepare. So be very aware of what you need for your location. And also, depending on your location, you need to cater to that event so you can sell your stuff well. So, for example, I went to the Pride Fair in Portland, Maine, and I brought most of my Pride merch that I made. And I didn't bring all my pins, like my Cryptid Wear pins. I did not bring that. But I did have some of my old stuff in mystery bags, which people seem to really like mystery bags. And that's always a good one. You can always put your old products in there that didn't sell enough. Or you can put new stuff in there, and it's just a fun surprise. People really like that, I guess. And location, again, I feel like you definitely want to start at a smaller location for your first one, because they can be very expensive to have a booth. Each booth has a price for your tent. So the one I went to was $50, but they can range up to like $100 to, if you're in New York, they're way more expensive. I guess it's the perks of living in a small state. So if you live in a small state, it should be easy to get started in a small event. Good luck to you in the city. I can't say I know much about public events, like city-er events where there's many more people and much less space. So I had really good luck where it was very spaced out, so there was a lot of room and it wasn't too cramped and crowded. And the people are actually very nice and helped me set up my tent, which was very good because I did bring people, but they're also short like me, if not shorter than me. And yeah, that brings us into our next topic. Bring people with you. That's very important because it is very hard to lug around all your luggage and all the stuff you're bringing. And it really just helps to have extra hands to help with the tent, help with the setup. And also, you're going to need to eat and you're going to need to pee. So you definitely want someone to be at your booth when you're gone. And that's another important thing. You should definitely pack water and snacks in a cooler or something just to have by you, because you're not going to have time to run out to a food booth or a food truck to go get food while your booth is there, because you cannot leave it unattended. That's another good reason why you really need people to come with you, because you have to take care of yourself so you can run your booth. I also have a really bad habit of forgetting to take care of myself, so luckily my sister was there to remind me, like, go to the bathroom, you need to eat. So definitely bring friends or family with you. It is very, very helpful. And our next thing is tents, like I said, 8x8, 10x10. But some options of things. Wow, I'm having a brain fart there. But some will say tents are optional, but I will always recommend a tent if it's outside because the weather is just very unpredictable. And if it is sunny all day, you do not want to burn. And if it's raining all day, you don't want your products to get destroyed. So even if an event says it's optional, don't listen. A tent is never optional. And if you are an outdoor, you should bring an umbrella just in case, and sunscreen. You really need to take care of yourself. And it was pouring rain when I went, and I really regretted not bringing an umbrella, and it really was cold. So really bring an umbrella, I recommend. And our next topic is tablecloths. I actually forgot a tablecloth, and a tablecloth is very necessary because people are going to set things on your table, and honestly, a table just doesn't really look nice without a tablecloth. Like a pop-up table is either like gray or black and it's like dents in it from carrying around, or the crack from folding and you don't want things to get stuck in there. And another nice thing about a tablecloth is it really grabs people's attention. I actually used a Paw Patrol blanket that my sister had in the back of her car, and that actually drew a lot of people to my table, and it really matched with my aesthetic because I have very kidcore stickers, like nostalgic, if you will. So it drew a lot of people in, and it actually helped me sell a lot more. So definitely get a tablecloth so people will remember you by your pattern or by your color so they can come back and buy stuff, or just to draw more people in. It's very helpful, makes your setup look nicer, and it protects things from falling in the cracks of the table. And yeah, definitely bring a tablecloth. It's very helpful. And here is our next subject, is bags. Definitely bring some bags. Doesn't matter what variety of bags, just something to put the products in when you hand them over so they don't get lost in their bag or that they don't get damaged. And it's very nice of you as well, and will make them remember you. I feel like that you prepared, you got a plastic bag or anything. I have these little sleeves that I got from Amazon. I'll put them here, and they're for my little prints and for my stickers when I'm packing in the mail as well. But it was helpful for my booth, and it was also pouring rain, and I did not want prints to get ruined in that, so that was also helpful. And let's go to our next subject of what we should do. Setup. So this is like the setup on your table. You definitely want your setup to be high, so if you have a line of people, they don't just walk away. They can look at your table and see what's up high. What I use is wireframes, which are very easy to put together. It was just kind of slow process because my hands aren't that fast. But it definitely helped so everyone could see my products hanging up. I think that's honestly why I sold out of my tote bags very fast. It was the thing that was selling the best, and it was the highest on the thing. So the higher the booth, the more people will see. And I definitely recommend having a sign with your shop name, and it will make people remember you. Oh, and another thing, another blurb about having a tent. If you are an outdoor event and it's pouring, people are going to come to hide on your tent. So it's definitely not optional, because other people are coming running hiding in your tent, and it actually makes people look at your products more. So that's another bright side to having an outdoor event. People come and hide in your thing. So that's good. And our next subject, again, back to the setup, is have a cute bowl or cup or anything to place your business cards in, so people know that they're there for the taking, and it will strike up conversation. They'll be like, oh, that's such a cute bowl, where did you get it from? And you're like, oh, I got it from Target, I don't know, wherever you got it from. And then you'll tell them your business cards are in there, and you can take one, and boom, they're taking business cards. And definitely print a lot more business cards than you think you need, because it's terrible to run out of business cards, and I actually did, which bummed me out, because people actually take more than one if it's free, why not, and use it for scrapbooking or something. And you don't want to run out fast because people are taking multiples, because you want them to take multiples, show their friends, show their family. So definitely do an excessive amount. It's never bad to have too many business cards, because you can always use them later at other events, or send them off in the mail when you ship your products that way. Whew, I'm running out of breath here. I don't talk this much to myself, I guess. I don't know. And one more thing is payment. A lot of people assume cash anyway, because it's an event. Most artists just take cash. So you definitely want to bring change, so you can, give them their change if they buy something from you. And another helpful thing is a Square card, so you can get all the people with credit cards. I actually didn't use mine that often. I actually borrowed my sister, so I don't know the cost. Here's one that I've been looking on Amazon for. It's on my own. But I actually didn't use it that much, and I'm not sure you really need it for your first event, because a lot of people will use Venmo or PayPal. And I actually just put QR codes of my Venmo and PayPal and put it in a picture frame, and people could just scan it on their phone, pay, and then go. It was really fast, and it made the line go much smoother, and I don't have to do math. That's also very much appreciated, because math is not my forte. And finally, though, remember, this is your first booth. It can always change. You can grow it with how your business grows, so you can invest more money in it the more you make. It's really up to you what your business looks like, your booth. It's really important to find an aesthetic, I feel like, your vibe of your business, so you can center your booth around that, so people look and they immediately know, oh, they have pink stuff, it's pink and magical or something, or oh, they have a lot of nostalgic stuff that's use like a tablecloth with like kid print on it, like I don't know, strawberry shortcake, nostalgic stuff, or just really anything that fits your business, so people know what they're looking for immediately. One thing past me forgot to say was consider doing freebies if you have enough time to make extra stickers or an extra design. And it's very helpful to get people to your booth with the freebies. They are very excited for free things. And I mean, who isn't excited for free things? And my sticker that was a freebie was my logo, which is just basically my face and my book, as you see at the introduction of the video. And that will help people remember you, and I hope it will help people remember me at least, because it's my face. But freebies are super helpful because it makes people remember you, because it's more than just a business card. It's something you put your time into, Not saying that you don't put your time into a business card, but it's something you put your time in knowing you don't get really anything out of it, and it's a design and they're like, ooh, free. I personally don't do my freebies on the vinyl sticker paper because it's expensive and I don't want to lose money giving freebies, so I use my matte sticker paper, which I can get in bulk, and I also use that for my shipping labels, so it's inexpensive to do those and it leaves a good impression. So I definitely recommend doing that, and it will help you. Thank you for this weird interruption. Bye, Mandy.